cute and extremely clever. Beavers are the subject of Wildlife on One after a special hour-long Doctors.
Vicky Preston.
Who are you?
Do you not recognise me? I'm Paul. I'm your son. Mum?
What's the matter, darling? You're going to see all your friends today. You're going back to nursery.
Do you want me to take her?
Oh, no, she's fine where she is.
No, I mean, do you want me to take her to nursery? I don't have to be in for another hour.
Oh, that'd be great. You'd be saving my life. Oh, you've got that talk today, haven't you, with Vicky Preston? What's that about again? You did tell me.
Domestic violence, supporting the victim.
Oh, that's right. A new initiative.
Working with some of the women from the refuge. A lot of them are too scared to press charges against their partners. So if they get help and support from someone like Vicky, who's been through it herself, then hopefully they're more likely to turn up in court. So in turn, hopefully, we're more likely to get a win.
Sorry, go on, I was listening.
That's all right, never mind. You get the general idea.
Yes, I do. It sounds great. Right, back to the grind.
You sound like you're excited about it.
Do you know, I kind of am. I feel refreshed and revitalised.
Ready for all those cold and flu patients.
I want to hear all the gossip, find out what everyone's been up to at Christmas. Bye-bye, Petal. Gorgeous. Right, well, say hi to Vicky for me. How is she?
She's all right, but still searching.
Do you know, for once, I might not just be on time, I might be early. Oh, no, what have I done with mine? Oh, thank you.
And you're...
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You finally left Dad then? I was scared he was going to kill you or that you'd leave him and meet someone just as bad. You have left him? Yeah. You look so well. You look younger than when you were with him. Are you going to let us in or what? You really don't recognise me. I recognised you straight off.
How do I know you're really my son?
Who else would I be? I'm Paul. Mum, please.
Your accent. My Paul never talked like that. You sound as if you come from London.
I've lived there 6 years. I've got a place. Well, a squat, it's all right. I've got a girlfriend, she's lovely. I want you to meet her. You don't believe me. What do you want, proof?
Well, do you have any? Birth certificate, driver's licence, passport, anything like that?
Not with me, no. Why should I bring proof? I didn't think I'd need any.
If you're really my son, what was the story I read you when you were little?
I don't know. I don't remember. Ask me something else.
No. If you were really Paul, you would know that.
You think I'm pretending to be Paul? Why would I?
To get a home, food, get looked after.
I'm not asking you for anything. That's not why I came. I thought you'd be pleased to see me. If you're not interested, fine.
Wait. How did you find me?
I didn't. I was looking. Someone found me.
Who?
This guy got in touch. He said he knew you. Darren...
Darren Bostock.
Oh, Julia, I didn't see your car. You've not stayed here all night, have you?
No, I'm just catching up. It's easier when it's quiet.
Well, staying late, coming in early, you're as bad as Joe.
I want to see George as soon as she comes in. It's going to be bedlam round here today. You won't have time to play games.
What? Oh, no, it's Taryn's. I've confiscated it. It's the only way he'll do any work. He's lovely, but he's so naughty.
Oh, well, this is easy. Wait till he gets older, then he'll get into real trouble.
Where is he? How did it go?
Marvellous. She didn't know who I was. And when I told her, she didn't believe me. But you know the funny thing? I mentioned your name and she freaked out. Why's that then, eh? What have you done to my mum?
Nothing. It's complicated.
You better tell me.
I was at a place for homeless teenagers. Vicky was working there. She seen me and, well, she thought I was you.
How could she? We don't look alike.
She don't know though, does she? She don't know what you look like now. Useful for you. So, you lied to her?
No, I just went along with it. She wanted to take me home. So I went with her and stayed with her for 6 months. Look, I know it was wrong. But the longer it went on, the harder it was to tell her, and eventually I did, and she got upset, angry, threw me out. I wanted to make it up to her, so I thought if I was to find a real son...
Yeah, you've done a great job. This is your fault. No wonder she doesn't believe me. She thinks I'm just another con artist.
Oh, please, stop.
You ruined it. For her and for me. You made sure I can't go back.
I'm sorry.
Well, it is lovely to be back. Everyone have a nice Christmas. Mwah.
Oh, it's so long ago I can only remember.
Now, I want everyone to have a taste of my tilgles.
Jimmy, behave. More tilgles.
Yeah, it's a new recipe. I'm trying it out for Laurie. I just want to know they taste okay, so...
Thanks, they look lovely.
Oh, now, Julia wants to see you. You're going to be very busy.
Oh,
Yeah. How's it coming along? You know, all that fame and fortune.
sorry.
George, welcome back. And congratulations.
Well, thank you, but for what?
Well, your article on complementary medicine. It's been a huge hit. I don't believe the phone calls we've had.
Yeah, but it was only published in the medical journal.
Well, not anymore. General Press have got hold of it now. Well, you were away.
Leatherbridge Radio, I want to interview you. Local paper wants to come down and take your photograph.
What, today?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It is springing it on you a bit.
No, that's fine, as long as I can spread the word about complementary therapy.
Well, it would be good publicity for the practice, and I have worked out a media strategy, so if you've got a couple of minutes, we could go over it now.
OK.
Right, sign there, please. Do you need us to contact anyone?
Tina.
You mean your girlfriend? She's been taken to hospital. I assume they're taking care of her. What about you? Do you need medical attention?
Yes.
Have you got anything you can take? Katie, get the doc. I know people fake all sorts when they're having an arrest, but I'm not taking any chances. Hey, Doc, good timing. I assume Mr. Holton's still sleeping it off.
Oh, yeah, dead to the world.
We can have a look at this one, then. Paul Preston, 21, no fixed abode. Says he's having an asthma attack, but he's not got his inhaler.
Paul, I'm Dr. Robinson. I'm going to help you, OK? Why don't you come and take a seat? This way. Just sit there and try and breathe as deeply as you can, OK?
Do you still want to do the talk?
Yeah, I'm all right. It was just the shock.
That's got to be hard. Especially after what Darren did.
Not just Darren.
There have been others.
Well, no one else has ended up living with me, but there have been people, yeah. One girl in Manchester got hold of my mobile number, kept ringing up. Said she knew where Paul was, that she'd take me to him if I met her and gave her £500 in cash. Word must have got round about how gullible I am. And that I'm a soft touch.
No, you're neither of those things.
Goes with the territory. You're searching among the lost and the desperate. You expect a few people to try it on. I'd do the same in their position.
This lad that turned up this morning, you're sure it wasn't Paul?
He didn't sound like Paulie. He didn't know things Paul would know. He's gone now anyway. Don't suppose I'll see him again.
How are you feeling now?
Better.
Good. You're doing really well. Just take it easy, OK?
Tina. Is Tina OK?
Tina is your girlfriend.
They took her to hospital. She's 6 months pregnant.
Oh, well, it's probably just a precaution. She would go to hospital for a checkup. They've got more equipment there than I have. I'm sure they'll let you know.
What's going to happen?
Well, you could be here for a while. My job is just to make sure you're fit for interview. Have you always had asthma?
Yeah.
But you didn't have an inhaler?
Forgot it, didn't I?
OK. Any cuts or bruises?
That's not...
I'd like to have a look at that, if I can. Push your sleeve up for me. These aren't from today, are they? You self-harm?
So?
Do it quite a lot, don't you? Right, I'll clean that up for you.
You all right? Can I get you anything?
A doctor? Don't panic, I ain't going into labour. She's kicking us all. I'm sure that's all it is.
Is it your first baby?
No, we've got another 12 at home. What do you think? Of course it's our first.
Just try to make conversation.
You've said enough.
I was trying to help. Tina, I want to bring charges against him, and I think you should as well.
Why?
Why? He hit you.
It was an accident. He was trying to hit you and I got in the way.
Oh, well, that makes it okay.
You deserve a battering after what you did.
So why did you try to stop him then? He's done it before, hasn't he? He's hit you before.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Give it a rest. I don't need this.
You should be fit for interview in a little while, Sarge.
Mm-hmm.
He's been asking about his girlfriend.
We haven't heard from the hospital yet. I'll check to them.
Oh, by the way, I have a feeling that Paul is a danger to himself as well as other people.
Thanks. I'll put a marker on the custody record and I'll get people to look in on him regularly. I don't want anybody tapping themselves on my shift. Paperwork would be horrendous. I'll get somebody to take him a cup of tea as well. Thank you.
So what if he's given me a smack once or twice? It's not his fault. He's had a terrible life.
There's no reason to take it out on you. I had a bad life when I was a kid. I don't hate my girlfriend.
Look, Paul's dad was a monster.
I know what Paul's dad was like. What if Paul's starting to be like him? Tina, if he is, he ain't gonna stop. He's gonna get worse. You need to bring charges against him, and you need to leave him.
We love each other. We're having our first baby in 3 months and I need him here. I can't do this on my own.
You'd be better off.
He always says sorry. He hates what he does. He hates it so much that he... Never mind.
Even if he says sorry, even if he means it, he's still going to do it again. My dad used to hit my mum. I couldn't help her. I ran away when I was 14. And eventually... he killed her. You think Paul... he's a nice guy and he cares and everything's going to be all right. It's not going to be all right, Tina. What if you had a miscarriage now? That'd be all his fault.
Oh, great. Thanks for that. That's really what I need to think about. Do you mind? A bit of privacy.
There are all sorts of myths about domestic violence, about the perpetrators, and about the victims. One is that women who are beaten up by their husbands or boyfriends deserve it. Or that they actually want this, or even enjoy it. I can tell you, as someone who lived in a violent marriage for 15 years, that I did not enjoy it. Another myth is that the violence isn't that bad. Just a smack, a slap, nothing serious. But it is serious, and it escalates. The men and women, because remember, it's not just men who beat their partners, always say they lost control. I couldn't help myself. I just lashed out. I just snapped. Domestic violence is not about losing control. The abuser is absolutely in control, and they want things to stay that way. They'll dictate whether their partner's allowed to have a job or leave the house, where they go, who they talk to, what they wear, what they say. And the penalty for defying them, of forgetting or even making a mistake, is a beating. And when your partner stabs you, or breaks your ribs, or fractures your skull, they'll tell you it's your fault because you broke their rules.
I'm fine. The baby's fine.
Good. Where are you going?
Police station, of course. Want to know what they've done to him?
I'll come with you. How else are you going to find it?
You still going to press charges?
I can't. If you don't, then there's no case.
There's no case, then.
I still want to come with you.
You think if you keep talking long enough, I'm going to change my mind?
No.
Liar.
Come on.
Most of these are quite shallow. They're not going to need stitches, I don't think. What did you use? I need to know.
Just my hands. There was nothing in here. Other times it's whatever I can find. Razor blades, broken glass.
You could talk to someone you know, Paul. Someone who understands.
Wouldn't help.
I've had patients who self-harm. They all say that they have to do it. They get these bad feelings, and the only way to make the feelings go away is to cut themselves. But feelings don't really go away, they just keep coming back, so you have to keep doing it.
Just having a bad day, all right?
Hello, my boyfriend's here, Paul Preston. I want to know when he's being released. And I want to see him.
We lived in Leverbridge for a bit when I was a kid. Then we moved. I didn't know my mum had moved back. I lost contact with her. Went to see her this morning. She didn't want to know.
How long had it been since you'd seen her?
7 years. Ran away when I was 14. And that was because of my dad, not her.
And you just turned up, you didn't phone first or write?
Tina said I should have phoned, but...
Tina's got a point. Imagine how your mum must feel. She doesn't see you for all those years and then suddenly you arrive on her doorstep. She must be shocked. I would be.
Yeah. Maybe.
Paul Preston. What did you say your mum's name was?
Vicky.
I know her.
You know my mum? Was she looking for me? Did she want to find me?
She's looking for her son.
I am her son. Would you help me then? Would you talk to her?
I'd really like to help Vicky, but how do I know you really are her son?
I thought that went well. Sorry, I better just call George. I've got 3 messages from him. How are you doing?
I'm just going to go home.
You okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm not going to crash the car or do anything silly.
Well, if there's anything else I can do, just...
Thanks. There isn't, though, is there?
Why does no one believe me?
Vicky's been conned before.
You mean Darren? Yeah, I know about him. I thumped him. He's the reason I'm in here. I'm her son. What have I got to do to prove it? I can tell you what my dad did.
It doesn't prove anything.
Still got asthma, has she? Like me?
Darren could have told you that.
Isn't it hereditary?
Not always, no.
Do a DNA test.
Sorry?
Do a DNA test, that'll prove it.
It's not as simple as that, Paul. Vicky would also have to give her consent to a test. I'd have to get samples from both of you, blood, hair, tissue. They have to be sent to a lab, that gets compared.
But that'd prove it.
Well, yeah, it would.
I'll do that then. I'll do anything. I'm giving my consent. Talk to her. Tell her.
I'm not really sure what I should do, to be honest. Let me think about it, okay?
Even if you did talk to her, you'd have to tell her I've been arrested.
No, that's confidential. I couldn't tell her that.
So where does that leave me? You're all the same. Say you lot, but you don't do anything.
You finished, Doc? You're free to go, Mr. Preston. There's no charges. Your girlfriend's out front.
You still here?
Looks like.
This is Tina. This is Dr. Robinson. Says he knows my mum. This is Darren.
Darren, heard a lot about you. Is everything okay?
Yeah. So you know Paul's mum? You're going to help us, yeah?
Well, this is what I suggest. There's a guy, Ronnie Woodson. He knows Vicky better than I do, and she trusts him, so I'll give him a call and see what he thinks. Maybe he can talk to her, maybe he can even persuade her to meet with you again. I don't know, I'm not promising.
This Ronnie bloke, how does she know him?
They campaign together on domestic violence. Ronnie's a lawyer, so if you did meet with Vicky again, it might be good to have someone like him around, you know, a mediator. Don't just go rushing back to the house, yeah? It's better to meet on neutral territory.
Okay, thanks.
Right, well, I'll give Ronnie a call now, and when I've spoken to him, I'll give you the number.
You're coming with us.
Huh?
Don't argue.
Vicky might want to see me.
You ought to see her. You started all this, you need to sort it out. Anyway, you can convince her. Say how you found Paul and that he really is Paul.
All right.
And you're not going to say a word about all this.
Someone should tell Vicky.
I'll tell her. Let's do this my way, yeah?
Ronnie Woodson.
Ronnie, it's Greg.
You free for a chat?
Free-ish.
Well, it's complicated, but you know Vicky Preston?
Yeah.
I've just seen her, actually.
Well, I've just been dealing with a patient who says
He's her son.
Come on, Max, I'm looking for a close-up now.
You are getting a sign in this, aren't you?
Vicky, it's me, Ronnie.
Hiya.
Hi.
Sorry to just drop round like this, but you weren't answering your phone. I've just had a long conversation with someone who claims to be your son.
Come in.
How long are you going to give it?
As long as it takes.
You think she's not coming?
Well, it's her decision.
You wish you'd never found me.
I don't know if it'll make her happy.
I'm going outside. I need some fresh air.
Paul.
If it rings, come and get me.
I've imagined finding him so often. Imagined him coming here, walking in the door, hi, Mum. Then it happens and I'm not ready.
But this morning you were sure that it wasn't Paul who turned up.
I was so shocked. After he mentioned Darren, I just thought he was another lad trying it on. He seemed the right age, had the right colour hair and eyes. There are a million boys could be Paul.
What do you think?
I don't know. He was 14 when he ran away. I still think of him as 14 years old. Not a child, but not a man either. His voice was just breaking. I don't know what he looks like grown up. I don't know what kind of man he's become.
What did your instinct tell you?
I took one look at Darren and thought he was my son. That's how good my instincts are. When you want to find someone that badly, instinct's no use.
All right, so if instinct is no good, then we need proof.
Says the lawyer.
Did Paul have any distinguishing marks? You know, scars, tattoos?
Not when he was 14. And there's the asthma. He's always had that ever since he was little.
Well, Greg said that this lab was prepared to do a DNA test to prove that he is who he says he is. Now, why would he volunteer that if he's lying? Memories can be shared, family photos can be stolen, but when it comes to DNA...
Then, if he really was Paul, if my son came here after all this time, I turned him away. I've got to see this boy. I've got to talk to him. If I don't, he'll disappear and then I'll never know.
Do you want to phone?
No, let's just go there. Darren. Where's Paul?
Are you Paul's mum? He's gone. We waited and waited. He must have thought you weren't coming. He said he was going outside for a bit and he didn't come back. You told him to get lost once already. He thinks you hate him.
No, I wanted to see him.
You should have got here sooner then, shouldn't you? Hello?
Tina, it's me.
Oh, where are you?
It doesn't matter. I'm not coming back. I'm no good to you. You're better off on your own.
No.
I love you, all right? But if I stay, I'm just going to hurt you. It's better if I leave. Safer. I'll try and send you some money.
Paul, your mum's here. She'll talk to you.
Well, I don't want to talk to her. It's too late.
We don't know where he's gone. What he's going to do to himself.
It's my fault. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's really useful you saying that now.
Leave her alone. It's not her fault. If it's anybody's fault, it's mine. Look, Vicky, I know you don't trust me, but it really is Paul. I wanted to find him to set things right.
Yes, I am. Yes, it's his. You're going to be a grandma. Happy.
Look, he's not gone long. If we drive around the street...
Ronnie, start with the drop-in centres.
OK, I know where to go.
Darren, go with him, if you want to be helpful.
Yeah, fine.
Ronnie's never met Paul. You have. You can describe him. Tina and I... What's the matter, love? Are you all right?
I feel a bit dizzy. It's nothing. It's just we've been running around all day and I...
Right, you're coming home with me. Put your feet up. We can do some phoning from there. He's not been admitted to St Phil's. There are other hospitals we can try, but no news is good news.
Feels weird. Being in a house again. Proper home, I mean.
Where are you living?
A squat. It's okay. We fixed it up. Paul's got the water and electricity back on. He's brilliant with things like that. He wanted everything right for when the baby comes. He's so good to me, Vicky. He really is a gentle, lovely man. You'd be proud of him.
He was here.
Was?
They got counsellors and people offering advice. He was waiting to talk to someone about half an hour ago. Then he was gone. They reckon he got tired of waiting and left.
Did you check the whole place?
What, no? Just the main hall.
Wait here. Hey.
People often think that you have to use conventional medicine or alternative remedies, that you can't use both at the same time. I think that's a fundamental misunderstanding. Complementary medicine should be just that, complementary. Now, I'm happy to prescribe antibiotics or refer someone to the hospital, but I'd use alternative remedies as well.
You must be Paul. I'm Ronnie. We talked on the phone. Look, your mum wants to see you.
Yeah, right.
No, she does. She's really worried about you. And so's your girlfriend.
I don't want to see him.
What are you going to do?
Leave. Get as far away as I can. Someone will give me a lift somewhere. I'll get a job. Start again. I've done it before.
You're going to leave Tina and the baby?
They're better off without me.
Why?
You really don't know?
No, I don't. You don't look in any fit state to go anywhere.
I'm all right. I just stopped to catch my breath.
And? Look, cutting yourself isn't going to solve anything. And if you feel that bad, running away isn't going to help either, is it? Whatever you do, wherever you go, you're just going to take all that with you. Please, Paul, come on. Just talk to someone. I'll listen.
It's no good. Get out of my way. No. Get out of my way!
Julia, that woman from Radio Leatherbridge... OK, don't worry. Paul used to live here when he was a kid, right?
Yes. Not this house. We lived the other side of Leatherbridge. Why? What are you thinking?
He talked about what it was like growing up. He said when things got really bad, he'd just leave, go and sleep rough.
Matthew put me in hospital a few times. Paul didn't want to be alone with him, so he'd run away. He was only 9. Of course, Matthew never reported him missing.
He went to the woods, didn't he? He called it the woods. He built a shelter, nicked things, bunked off school. He said he felt safe there.
That's right. He wanted me to come with him. He thought we could stay there, that we'd be safe, and Matthew would never find us. He told you that? It's a long time ago. I never told anyone. I never told Darren. Paul's the only person who would know that.
You believe it's him now, then? What was this place called?
Gray's Park. It's not woods, just a few trees.
But if he felt safe there...
We've got to ring the others.
Vicky?
Ronnie.
Yeah, you were right. He was at the drop-in centre.
I tried to talk to him, but I couldn't stop him.
He was in a bit of a state.
I think I know where he might be. Tina thought of it. Gray's Park.
Gray's Park, is that in the centre of town?
Yes.
Ronnie, did you say Gray's Park?
Just a second, Vicky, what?
They built over it. It's a multi-storey car park now.
Vicky, did you hear that? It's a car park now.
Yes, go. I'll see you there.
OK. Come on.
Oh, Julia, I've made you a coffee.
Has that woman from the local radio arrived yet?
Been and gone.
I told you I wanted to speak to her.
I know, but you've been working so hard and... I didn't want to wake you.
I've had a quick look outside. I can't see him.
I suppose it was a mad idea. I just thought he might come up here.
Well, we're not going to give up. We haven't had a chance to search properly yet. I'm going to start on the top level, work my way down. Darren, can you have another look outside? And Vicky, can you and Tina wait here?
Why?
Well, I just think I should talk to him first. You know, he's a bit volatile.
You said he was in a state when you saw him. How bad a state? Ronnie, you think he's done something to himself?
No. We don't even know if he's here. But if he is, I just think it'd be best if someone neutral deals with him. You know, you and he are both upset. Look what happened this morning.
Vicky, just let Ronnie deal with it. It's better. It's safer.
Why?
You know why.
Darren, shut up.
Vicky should know. So should Ronnie. He's gone off with no warning.
What should I know?
Paul is a psycho. Sorry, somebody had to tell you. Tina what? He punched me. That's why we were at the police station.
You were at the police station?
Andy hits Tina. He hits her. He's a wife beater. Just like his dad.
Paul? What are you doing?
3 guesses.
Why didn't you tell me?
I couldn't. Anyway, you can't really want to know.
I need to know what my son's doing to you. Let's sit down for a minute.
OK, Look, I won't try and stop you. Or, make you do anything you don't want to do. All right, just talk to me for a minute. Come on, Paul, you went to a drop-in centre. You wanted to talk to someone. So what did you want to say?
It doesn't matter now.
No, it does. It does matter. Look, Tina's here and Vicky. We've searched all over for you.
You were right what you said.
Good. It's good. What?
Running away won't help. Won't make any difference. I still feel the same, and I don't want to feel like this anymore. So this is the only way. This is simpler.
No, Paul, that's not what I meant.
You were right, though.
No, just explain to me why you feel so bad.
I hit Tina. You still think I should go back to her? You think women should stay with blokes who beat them? Didn't know, did you?
No, I didn't know that.
So you see then, I'm not worth saving.
He is good to me. It's just he's hit me a couple of times.
A couple. And you didn't tell anyone?
No. I ain't a victim.
Of course. You don't want anyone to be sorry for you. So you lie, and you cover up. I had years of practice married to Matthew. I could lie for England. You don't just do it for him. It's for yourself. Because you're so ashamed you let someone do that to you.
It's my fault.
And you take the blame yourself. Because it's easier.
I hate my dad. I hate everything he did. But now I'm starting to do the same things, and I can't stop, and no one's going to stop me.
Paul.
The calf this morning, I hit her. There's a bunch of people watching, and no one did anything. Didn't even ask if she was okay. They were like, oh, look, he's hitting his girlfriend. Shall we have some more toast? Look, no one cares.
That's not true. Right, your mum cares.
That's right. And if she saw me now, knew what I'd done, she'd hate me. So why don't you just get lost? Stop wasting your time.
All right. All right, at least now you're talking to me. Vicky doesn't hate you. She told me all about you. About how you tried to protect her, even when you were a child.
I couldn't, though. I couldn't help her.
Yeah, but you tried.
I never managed to stop him, not one single time. My 10th birthday, right? I couldn't have a party. He was jealous if Mum fussed over me. He had to have all the attention. She made me a cake anyway. It was a secret between us. He found out. Pushed her down the stairs, broke her wrist. I thought, I'm in double figures now. Nearly grown up, I've got to do something. I called the police. When they got to the hospital, she lied to them. She told them the stair carpet was loose and she tripped. Dad's there acting concerned. He'd have killed her if she'd have said anything. But why didn't she? Just once. Why didn't she fight back?
I think you find she's changed a lot.
Yeah.
If you talk to her.
She got away from him. So she doesn't need me anymore.
But she wants you back. You're her son.
And I'm just like my dad. Does she know? Doesn't, does she? Tina won't tell her. I wanted to rescue Mum. Make her safe. Same with Tina. I thought I could look after her and the baby.
You can.
No. You don't see, do you? I'm the one they need rescuing from.
You think I should leave him? everyone says.
Oh, yes. Everyone's great at bussing battered women about, telling them what they've got to do. Not so good at helping them do it. You mustn't listen to anybody else. What do you want? In an ideal world.
I'd be with him. And he wouldn't do this. He hates doing it. He feels so bad about it. He cuts himself. It's almost worse. Watching him do that to himself and not being able to stop it.
Are you afraid of him?
Sometimes. It's like I'm treading on eggshells around him. I'm watching him thinking, is he in one of his moods today? Is he gonna hit me? What's it gonna be like for the baby? Growing up with all this? What's it gonna do to her?
Have you ever been really angry? And I don't mean angry because someone's nicked your parking space or you're not getting served in a cab. I mean so angry you can't eat or sleep or think about anything else and you don't know what to do with yourself.
Once or twice.
That's how I feel most of the time. It's like this buzzing in my head. Can't control it, can't stop it. That's why I do this. I deserve it. I don't care what I do to myself, as long as I'm not hurting Tina. See, I jump. This all goes away.
Better?
Yeah. You're not a bit like what Paul said.
Oh, what did you say I was like then? Helpless? Terrified? Pathetic? Or on tranquilizers and a complete zombie?
He didn't put it exactly like that.
Why not? That's what he saw. That's who I was when I lived with Matthew.
What are those sirens?
No, don't.
Where is he?
He's on the roof.
Boys in blue have arrived then.
They're here to help.
Doubt it. What they ever do. Police, lawyers, doctors, any of them. They never help my mum. They're not going to help me.
Let me help you. Just talk to me, all right? You're angry, but you're trying to control it. That's not a good way, but there are others.
Sometimes, when it's all boiling up, I walk anywhere, through the streets for hours, till I'm too tired to do anything, and then I go home, I can sleep. It's safe, I don't...
So you can control it. You're trying not to be violent.
It doesn't work though, does it? Look at today. Wait a minute. You called them, didn't you? Trying to keep me talking to her to get a straitjacket.
I'm talking to you because I don't want you to do this.
I'm just so tired. I'm tired of being angry, I'm tired of fighting it, I'm even tired of hating him. I just want it all to stop.
You came all this way to see your mum, and you're not even now going to bother.
You think she's interested in helping wife beaters?
She's interested in you. You're her son.
She doesn't want to know. And I don't blame her. Tell her. And Tina. Tell them I'm sorry.
Paul!
Paul, love. I know what's been happening. Tina told me.
So, you know, I'm just like Dad.
No! You're not like him. You feel guilty. Matthew never did. He thought it was justified. You don't have to be like him. You can be anything you want. I lost you, and I'm not going to lose you again. If you do this, you're letting him win. You're letting him destroy you. Please, love. Come down. We'll talk. We'll sort something out.
I can't. Sorry, you're not going to fall. Don't look down, look at me. Come on.
Are you all right? Are you really all right?
Yeah. See, there's not a scratch on me. There's nothing. Mum, I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter what you've done. As long as you're safe.
I ran away. I left you with Dad. I didn't help, I didn't protect you.
Listen. You were a child. It wasn't your job to protect me.
I should have done.
No. It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault.
Taryn, supposing I didn't know anything about Laurie.
But you do?
Yeah, but pretend I don't.
Well, that's silly.
No, it isn't silly. There are lots of kids in your class who aren't Hindu, and we have to explain to them what we do.
We give each other sweets?
Yes. Why?
If I had a fight with one of my friends, I'd give them tilgles to say I'm sorry. And I want to be friends again. It's
Reconciliation.
Are you okay? I didn't even ask. I didn't even thank you.
Oh, well, don't start now. Listen, are you sure about this?
Paul, me and Vicky have been talking.
I noticed.
I'd like you to come and stay with me, if you want. You and the baby when she arrives. But I'm not living with a violent man. Not again, not ever.
What you're saying is, if I ever hit Tina again, I'm out.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I hope that you'll stay. I want you to. Come on, let's go home.
This is you giving tilgles to the doctors.
Oh, that's lovely. You've explained the festival so well. Now all you have to do is write it down and you'll be finished.
Do I have to?
It's for school.
I hate school, it's so boring.
Listen, we can't spend all our time doing things that we like. Sometimes we have to do things that just aren't fun.
Why?
Because if you work hard at school, you'll get into a higher set.
I don't care, I'm not going there anymore.
I'm sorry, love, but you have to.
Granny promised. She said I don't have to bother with that school because she's sending me to a better one.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, you will never guess what has happened to me today.
My article has gone global. The press are interested. They might even interview me for the local news, is what they said. Oh, and I did a piece today for Radio Leatherbridge. That's going to be on the weekend, so we mustn't forget to tape it.
That's fantastic. Actually, I've got some news as well. Vicky.
Oh, now I've been meaning to ask, how is she? I keep meaning to tell her about alternative remedies, because actually, give her a copy of the article, because there's some stuff in there that might be really helpful for asthma.
She's fine.
I had a photo taken. Yes, although that was a complete nightmare, because they didn't turn up when they said they would. And then they wanted me to hold something which was representative of alternative medicine, which of course there wasn't anything, unless I wave around a blue and clover garlic or something.
Did you have time to see any patients?
Oh, yes, very funny. I've done a full day's work, picked up Bracken, put her to bed, and I was just about to start on dinner. So, how was your day?
Drove around the whole of Leatherbridge, got threatened with a broken bottle, and saved someone from certain death. So, you know, usual, really.
You are joking.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Good. So, you didn't have too many boring meetings then?
No.
Now, tell me, because I'm interested, are you still working on the Clarkson case?
No, it's Cluson, and I'm not, because I won that just before Christmas. It's all right, you don't have to pretend to be interested. And as soon as you've taken time out of your hectic media schedule to start dinner, I'm going to go have a bath.
Eight years ago, a man terrorised London with a ruthless bombing campaign. Tonight, BBC1 profiles David Copeland, the London nail bomber, at 10:35. For one-to-one